Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. Today's going to be a devlog video on the gun pack I'm making. I think the last video was like a week ago or something, I don't remember. It's probably like maybe a few days ago. In the last video, you guys saw some basic stuff, 2 assault rifles, and this time guys, we've got some new stuff. Let's first start off with some attachments. So let's take the M4 here, and also I did add sound. And so as you can see, there's a plethora of attachments here. So let's try to go through all of them. So first, some optics and whatnot, right? And also, yeah. So let's go through optics first. So right here, there's a new gas block attachment, which makes the front sight a ring, an enclosed ring optic. Next is a rear sight that is sort of like the carry handle sight. However, it is different because it's not an actual carry handle. It's just a sort of back end. It's sort of the CQBR sights. Then we have the first ever electronic optic, and that's the EOTech 552. There we go. Pretty simple, just a nice optic, and of course, if you want a sort of really cleared out sight picture, you can just remove all the sort of annoying things that get in the way of your optic. Next, we have a attachment for the carry handle. And it is the carry handle rail, and there's actually 3 iterations. One normal one that just sits directly on top, and 2 that sort of sit offset at a 45-degree angle. Boom, there's your carry handle, and there's your nice little mount on the top. And so you can of course add attachments to this, just like that. Pretty cool. And it fits perfectly, right? Of course, since this rifle by default has Picatinny, it is kind of redundant. But anywho, there's also these overhang rails. Unfortunately, they I'll show you guys real quick. Unfortunately, they don't particularly work that well. I did try to put an optic on it. The first iterations, I tried to put optics on them. Did not work. So instead, these overhang rails are simply just to mount lasers. Of course, there's no lasers in the mod pack as of now, but there will soon be. And of course, you can also mix the two together and get this sort of wicked sick optic combo, and maybe a laser on the side. But just like I said, there's no lasers. Next, we also have regular some suppressors, and you can also remove the stock. It just gives you the buffer tube. In the original iteration for the remove stock attachment, I was going to just make it as the entire buffer tube is gone, but it looked weird because now there's a hole peeking into the receiver. So I decided not to do that. Forgot to show this one as well, but there's now 40-round Stanag magazines. So, yeah, there, as you can see, 40 rounds. And one more thing. I made it so that the weapons in this mod pack work off of the same ammunition as point blank. Now, in the future, in case I do add different guns that don't use point blank ammunition, I will add my own custom ammunition and whatever. But for now, I think all the guns that have the share ammunition types as the ones in point blank will be using the ones in point blank. Next, let's move on to a new gun. Yes, that's right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. A new gun right here. Well, it's not really new. It's just an M4 converted to 9mm. And I know it's kind of lazy, right? But whatever. And you can have a new suppressor that is exclusive to 9mm weapons, and that is the Osprey suppressor. And there's also different magazine types. Here's a 40-round one, and here's a 20-round one. Next, another new gun And if I could find it, there it is. It is a custom fictional gun that I sort of made up. I like to call it the Rico Industries LR-15, and it is basically a long recoil AR-15, and it does have a custom inspect. As you can see, the barrel sort of unlocks. It is compatible with most universal attachments and most AR-15 attachments. However, it is not compatible with things like foregrips, and whatever stuff, and like hand guards, for example. So whatever you put on the fore end of the gun will not work. Like gas blocks as well. Next, we have here a completely different weapon. Right now, this weapon is a little bit unfinished. The attachment categories are not finished. Sound design is not fully done yet. There's only firing sounds, no sort of reload sounds, and other animation sounds. But other than that, here we have an AK-47. Now, this one in specific is the Type 2 version. There will be more versions like the Type 1, Type 3, the AKS, AKMSU, whatever version, along with fictional versions, just like I made for the AR-15. And this one is going to be pretty rudimentary since this is only the Type 2. It won't really have a lot of attachments. However, I will definitely add things like the AKM, AK-103, and just like I said before, I'm going to make different variants, and those will have attachments. However, this one will not. Next, and also for the animations, there's also a little bit of camera shake. The camera does move a little bit. It's more noticeable during reloads. We also have a pretty cool attachment. Well, I guess detachment, technically. And it is a removal of the dust cover for the AK. This will be universal to most AKs. And, I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. It just removes the dust cover, right? And yes, I did partially make the internals for this. So they do move around and whatever, you know. Well, anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Hopefully soon I'll get this to CurseForge. Right now, I'm still not finished, as you can see, with the basics, like optics and just some guns, you know. I mean, there is the EOTech that I did add, but I want to add some more stuff, like an ACOG, maybe an LPVO, depending on how lazy I am. Thank you guys for watching this video, and yeah, that's pretty much it for this devlog. See ya.